Hi, welcome back to Star Carter's Personal Finance channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, I won't be on this live very long, just wanting to come on here and talk about what about your friends and their link to your future wealth. And I got this idea to do this live and to do this video for the ones that are not going to be able to attend the live when I was reading a Bible verse, and it's Proverbs 13:20. And in Proverbs 13:20, it says, "Whoever walks with the wise become wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." And then I was also reading a very famous motivational speaker that passed away some time ago. I think he passed away in 2009, but his name is Jim Rohn. And he once said, "You're the average of the five people you spend most of your time with." So I want you to let this sink in. Proverbs 13:20 tells us that, that whoever walks with the wise become wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. And then Jim Rohn dropped his knowledge and let us know that we are the average of the five people we spend the most time with. So what does that mean when we look at that? That means that the people you spend the most time with will shape who you are. They determine what your conversations are, what your attitude about things, what your behaviors are on a regular basis. And even though some of the people that we hang around might just be acquaintances, but as Jim Rohn was saying, the people that we hang around the most, who is your top five people that you are around the most? And that's usually where you're going to find your beliefs, your attitudes, your behavior, and everything that shapes around your life, your money, and everything else. So, a lot of times when we're not where we want to be financially, it's a good habit to look at the people around you. Are the people around you helping you meet your goals, or are they hindering your goals? Are they giving you information that is going to help you be a better version of yourself, or are they stuck in some old ways of thinking? I know when I tell you guys about my debt addiction journey. I got videos on my channel about it. I also talked about, me getting out of debt, starting my debt journey, getting out of debt in 2017. And the only reason that I was able to accomplish that and now be a business owner, I had to learn new information that was outside of my immediate friend circle. Okay. Because everybody that I was around was also doing the same thing that I was doing, debt and all those type of things. And so in order for me to move away from that, I had to get some new information. And the way that I was able to get new information, I had to start reading books. The first book I read was Dave Ramsey, The Complete Guide to Money. And so when I started reading and getting different information and surrounding myself with different environments, that's when things started changing for me financially. So we are the sum total, the average of the five people that we spend the most time with. And we have to look at that. So one thing that I also noticed that when it says that when you walking with the wise from Proverbs 13:20, when you walking with the wise, when it comes to managing money, surrounding ourselves with financially savvy individuals, these are the people who are going to help us, help us be where we want to be. If you're around people that's always talking about uh, staying in debt or living above their means or trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that, then those are the things that you're going to want to do because those are the people that you surround yourself with. Sometimes, in order to go on your next phase of your journey, you have to leave some people behind, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody is not meant to be in every season of your life. I'm 46, just had a birthday last week, and I have dwindled down who are my true circle of friends. Because just because I've known you for 20 years, that don't make it mean that I got to still carry you into my next season of life. You have to know when it's time to let those relationships that are no longer serving you and benefiting you in the way that will move you to the next part and the next phase of your life that you're trying to grow into. You got to know when to let these people go. And I know a lot of times we don't want to do that because we love them, and like I said, we have so much built into the relationship that we may not want to let it go, but is it going to get you to the next phase of your life that you're trying to do? Is it going to help you to that next phase? So when I think about that, I think about some of the things that you can ask yourself when it comes to the people are you around. So let me pull it up real quick. So if the people that you're around, it says here are 5 ways to know whether these 5 people are influencing your average wealth. So that means what Jim Rohn said about you are the 5 average of your people, that's who you are. All right. So your spending aligns with theirs. So does your inner circle live lavishly, spending lots of money on things other than life essentials, or do they live below their means, spending only what's necessary? If you're following suit either way, these people might be influencing your spending behavior, which correlates to how much wealth you can accumulate. So if you're around people that's constantly spending money, constantly wanting to keep up with the Joneses, wanting to look the part and not actually have true wealth, then and you're trying to have true wealth, but that's what they're about, you may have to change your friend circle. You may have to change your environment. Another thing, savings aligns with your savings aligns with the people you're around. So that means is your inner circle, do they save a lot, or do they contrarily are they in a lot of debt? You want to elevate your own level of savings. If you're matching them without even thinking about it, this group could be inadvertently affecting your savings. So a lot of times that we do stuff on autopilot, we don't realize that who we are associated with can sometimes be holding us back. And then you also got to be careful because you have people that if you even try to do one thing different outside of what they're used to you doing, they automatically want to pull you back into what they're comfortable with you being at. So you have to be careful about people that um they see you trying to progress, but yet they want to pull you back into where they're comfortable with you at in their life. So you got to be careful with that as well. Hold on, let me put this thing on do not disturb. All right. And so the last one, you match their career ambition. Surrounding yourself with people who are highly ambitious could have a net positive effect on your own level of ambition. When you apply ambition to your career, chances are you'll increase your wealth with salary increases, promotions, and perhaps entrepreneur endeavors. Nobody that I hang around own their own business other than my brother. Nobody, none of my friends. So, in order for me to have the dreams of being a business owner myself, I had to immerse myself into the internet world, and looking at podcasts and YouTube channels and stuff like that, and getting my environment outside of my environment because inside of my environment, I would still be working a dead end job because in my environment, that's all they do. I'm not knocking them, but it's not what I wanted to always do. So sometimes, even when you're trying to do dreams that's outside of what people around you are doing, you may have to step outside. And so, in the midst of that, I have not been able to hang out in a lot of the things that they were doing. I wasn't able to, attend every time they want to have a few drinks and stuff like that because I'm working on a bigger dream and a bigger goal. And sometimes your friends or your family won't understand that because they're not on that level. And that's okay. That's okay. But you can't let somebody else that's not on the level where you're trying to go hinder you from doing that. So another thing, Darren Hardy, he wrote the book The Compound Effect. I don't know if y'all ever read it. It's a really good book. The Compound Effect. He says, according to research, social psychologist Dr. David McClellan of Harvard said that people you habitually associate with determine as much as 95% of your success or failure in life. That's a lot. People that you are around, that you associate with, can determine as much as 95% of your success or your failure in life. That's a big number. That's a huge number because we have to think about our environment, where we grew up at. It's kind of like when you hear people that actually do make it out the hood and make it out of, bad areas they might have grew up in. And the first thing people want to holler, don't forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from. Well, I'm one of the ones that gonna tell you like this. You don't have to, in a sense, forget you come from and not be, grateful and humble when you do make it on the other side of those bad situations. I grew up in Baltimore. I grew up in a rough part of Baltimore. And I love Baltimore, but I want to forget the killing. I want to forget the poverty. I want to forget all that. I don't never want to see that again. Okay? So it's okay to forget some of the bad things and be like, nah, I don't want that for my family. I definitely didn't want that for my own son, what I grew up seeing. So it's not bad to forget where you come from. I understand what some people are saying, but sometimes people are actually don't want you to leave because maybe they can't leave or maybe they don't see themselves leaving, right? So they want to keep you stuck where they are or where they put themselves at just so that they feel comfortable. And you can't allow people that you're around to do that. So I always tell people, you want to surround yourself with the people that you want to become. So if you have dreams of being an entrepreneur, then you need to be around other entrepreneurs. If you want to do anything, if nobody in your family ever went to college before, then you need to be surrounding yourself around people who have dreams of going to college or have been to college or stuff like that. Because you need mentors. You need somebody that's going to help you get to the next level. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull up some things that you can do to make sure that you are walking in that path. So, number one, how can you ensure that you are walking with the wise based on Proverbs 13:20? So, one, you want to seek financial mentors. So, find people who exemplify good financial practices. This could be a family member, a friend, or even a financial advisor. Their guidance can be invaluable. Number two, join financial literacy communities. Whether online or in person, these communities offer a wealth of knowledge and support. Engaging with like-minded individuals can help you stay motivated and informed. Number three, learn from experts. Follow financial experts and educators who share their knowledge through books, blogs, podcasts, and social media. Their insights can help you make informed decisions. And number four, evaluate your circle. Take a look at the people you spend the most time with. Are they helping you grow financially? If not, it might be time to seek out new influences. Period. I can't say it any better than summing it up like that. We have to look at things in each stage of our life if we want to continue to grow. If you are making the same New Year's resolution, we're 7 months in this new year right now, and if you are not moving the needle with your goals and the things that you say you want to do, sometimes you got to look at your environment, and outside of your environment, you have to look within and make sure that you're not allowing outside environments to keep you from reaching your goals because time is going to continue to move on. Time is not waiting on us to do the right thing. Time is going to be time regardless. I was talking to my husband earlier today and I was telling him, with me trying to get my health back on track and trying to lose, about 30 pounds is one of those things where time is going to go by whether I eat right or not. So I can get busy trying to lose the 30 pounds, or I can get busy procrastinating and still be where I say I want to be at next year this time if the Most High let me see it next year this time. I can still have the same 30 pounds if I don't be disciplined and be around people that are going to help me when I'm weak. Okay, where I'm weak at, I need somebody that's going to be able to motivate me and help me to meet my goals. So you need people that are going to hold you accountable as well. Oh yeah, let me pull this up. Let's see. Island Fly Girl said, they say you're like the five people you hang around the most. Exactly. That's what I talked about at the beginning of this live is Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says that you are the average of the five people you spend the most of your time with. Okay. So you want to make sure that the people that you are around are the ones that are going to be a motivator for you and not hinder you, especially like I was saying, when you are trying to do something totally different. And another thing too, if you're the smartest person in the room, every room that you're in, you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to upgrade your room because you need people to be constantly poured into you new information. new experiences and new perspectives. You don't always want to be the smartest person that you know. Okay, you want to make sure that you are around other people that can pour in new information, new perspective, new experiences into your life that'll make the light bulb go off and be like, oh, I never thought about it this way. Oh, I didn't read this book. Let me check this book out. Or what podcast it was? Let me see about that. And I'm not talking about things that's going to like mundane things. I'm talking about things that's going to really, really change your life. You have some friends that all they want to do is party. You got the always party friends. So those are the ones that you keep when you're ready to hang out. But you got to have some friends that's got a serious bone in their body and want to talk about some real things that's going to help you be the person that you're trying to be. I have several of my homeboys that I've had for 20 years. They don't want to talk about what I want to talk about. So when I hang out with them, I know it's about the party. Okay. And I love them. No shade. No shade. I love them. But I know when I talk to them, it's about the party. They don't want to talk about nothing going on in the economy that I be want to talk about. They don't want to talk about nothing going on with politics. They don't want to talk about none of that. Right. So I don't bring that conversation to them because I know that that's not their thing. So when I get with them, I know it's about the drinks and the party. It's not about, it's when I'm literally letting these locks down when I get with them. But when I want to talk intellectual and talk about things that matter, talk about money and economy and economy type stuff and all that stuff, I talk to my husband about that kind of stuff. I talk to him about it. And I talk to you guys here on YouTube on my YouTube channel about it and inside of the Credit Ready program. That's who I talk to these things about because the majority of my circle, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. The majority of my circle is still in that same cycle that I was in 7 years ago because I'm not the one they want to take financial advice from because they've been knowing me forever. So maybe they don't believe it, even though they see it. They not gonna take it from me, and that's cool. That's cool. You have to separate the two. So I'd rather keep them as a friend over here and keep my professional life over here, right? So my goal now that I'm 46, my goal in this new year of my life is to find people that's in my area right here, not just online, but in my actual area that I can network with that's on the same path that can help me get into bigger rooms than I have gotten myself in and get into bigger conversations and then I can get my own self in. Because I don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room, ever. I want to make sure that I'm always elevating my education, my knowledge, my experiences, and all those type of things. So in conclusion, y'all, Proverbs 13 reminds us that the company we keep matters, especially when it comes to our finances. By surrounding ourselves with wise and financially responsible individuals, we set ourselves up for success. Let's make a conscious effort to choose our influences wisely and build a financially healthy future. So make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that you are building yourself a community around those things. That's going to help you stay motivated. That's going to help you stay disciplined. And iron sharpens iron. If you get nothing else from this live, iron sharpens iron. And I appreciate everybody that jumped in. I'm going to get off. I really do appreciate it. But just think about it. Who are you hanging around? Family or friends? Who are you getting your information from when it comes to your finances? Who are you getting your information from? And if it's not where you want to be, if they're not in the place where you want to be, it's going to be time to change those people and get into some new rooms so that you can get some new information. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.